In cart.php, we need to create a new variable for subtotal, which is initialized to 0. We're just going to ignore the check cart function error, which is just VS Code complaining that it can't read the file. But Apache can read it fine, and that's all we're interested in. So scroll down the page to where the total is displayed. And remove the text and start some PHP code. We're going to write the code to calculate the subtotal for the items in the cart. Total price is the price times quantity for each individual item in the cart. We want to print this as a price. And then calculate the subtotal for all items in the cart. We want to display that here. Delete the text and replace this with the PHP code to display the subtotal variable instead. Now we're going to update the test log to check if the subtotal is calculated and displayed correctly on the page. To do this, we need to add a product to the cart and we'll also increase the quantity. We expect the subtotal to be updated depending on the quantity of items we've added. For example, if we add a product that costs £3.75 and we increase the quantity to 2, we expect the subtotal to be £7.50. Adding this example to the test data section would be a good way to improve this test log. Let's add a product to the cart. We can see the subtotal display is the same as the price, although without the pound sign. If we update the quantity to 2 and press update, we can see the subtotal now updates to £7.50. So here we're just adding some more products to check if the calculation works correctly for different products. We'll also need to record all of this in our test log. We can fix the pound sign by adding one directly into the HTML code. Save the file and then test the cart page again. We can see the pound sign now displays in the box. We can update the test log to explain what we've done. We've also added a short note about testing multiple products so that we can be confident this function works as intended. In the switch block, we can add a case for the discount. We can download some sample discounts for testing purposes. These are found in the sample discounts text file, which can be copied and pasted into our switch case. Then we need to get a discount code from the user. and check if it is in our list of valid codes, which we have just copied into the code. We can also set a session variable to say the user has entered a valid discount code. There is some code in the text file called discount box, which we can use to display a box to allow the user to enter a discount code. Copy and paste this into cart.php. Find the row where the cart totals are displayed and paste the new code in there, and then neaten everything up. So everything's neat and tidy now. So just go to the part of the code where the discount amount is displayed. Delete the text and replace it with PHP code. If the discount session variable is set, then we want to display the discount. The discount is stored in the session global variable, so we want to assign this to a local variable. We can use this to calculate the discount amount. Otherwise, we want to set the discount amount to 0. Then print out the discount amount, whether this is calculated or set to 0. Go to the part of the code where the discount total is displayed and delete this text. Replace this with PHP code. This will calculate the total price, including any discount amount applied. And then we'll print out the new total price to pay. We're going to carry out 2 tests on the discount function. One to check if a 10% discount is applied and another to check if a 20% discount is applied. The test data is the discount codes, which are save 10 and save 20. We expect the outcome to be the correct subtotal being displayed in both cases. There's also a save 30% discount, which is in the code, so we can also test that as well. We've got some items in the cart for testing. Type save 10 into the discount box and click the apply button. So now this shows the empty cart message and an error message. This is an undefined array key error message, which is a very common syntax error. Basically, it means you're trying to use a variable that you have not defined a value for. So we need to go and fix this. So the problem is with this section of code, the variable discount is written in quotation marks when it shouldn't be, so we just need to change that. We'll also add a call to the check cart function so that the page shows the cart contents when it refreshes. The code is also missing a break statement at the end of the case block, so just add that and then save the file. Okay, so we should record all this in our test log, record what the error was, how it was fixed. The error with the variable caused the error message, and adding a call to the check cart function will make sure the empty cart message is not shown while there are still items in the cart. We can now run these tests again to check if the discount function works correctly now. So we've got another item in the cart and we're going to test the save 10 discount code again. We can see the discount amount is correct at 10% and the total is calculated correctly. We can add a couple more products to the cart to check the 20% discount works. So we can see that this is also applied correctly. And if we remove an item, then the discount code is reset. If we empty the cart completely and add another item, then we can see the discount code resets to 0, which is what we want to happen. Change the checkout button link to checkout.php. For now, this is going to pass variable subtotal and discount amount. And then save the file.